Well, here we are, day 57. No, I mean day 2. This is the second part of my trailer. Now, today I'm hoping to be able to at least weld the, the gussets. Yesterday I said hangers in the first part. It's, these things here. They're gussets, but I said hangers. Now, I'd like to get them on, but I have to cut them right next to this hole so that they'll fit as far back as possible. And before I get to doing that, I want to screw this plywood onto this table. This is from a bar. It's all made out of cast iron. It's a real sturdy and heavy thing. So I have no space in here. I mean, it's big and spacious, but I loaded it up with crap. Now I'd like to be able to have something to set my stuff on instead of using this scrap barbecue that I'm putting crap on. Now, getting back to this, I need to grind all these little, what do you call it? The bearing hubs. Gotta get those off. And I gotta grind up, clean up everything up in here and in the center so I could put the other ones. But first, I need to reinforce all that. So, I'm thinking about just adding, I'm not sure if I'm going to use bed rails or what, but I got to add something onto it. There's my scrap, some of it anyway. Now, my wire that I use for plugging in my welders, see it right there? Red with that silver looking thing, which we call BX cable out here in Canada. Well, it ain't long enough to get to the front of that tempo where the trailer is. So, I got my faithful little Generac here. That's the best brand you could get. They invented generators, I believe, and this stupid thing starts right away. And I got 8,000 starting watts, it says, and 6,005 running watts. Now, because it's me, always something to go wrong, no matter what I try to do. So before I could actually get my generator out, this door wouldn't open wide enough, so I had to use my little pneumatic hammer and break that cement block, because with the frost it came up and the door wouldn't open anymore. I might have to edge off the corner of that one too, because it's dragging all over. And when I made this, I calculated for frost, and I left it down a little, but which is why there's that black rubber, so I didn't want mice and shit getting in there. Not that I keep food in there, but this is one way to get into my basement and then eventually into the house. So now, in order to do that, I had to go in there and get my extension cord and pull it all the way around so I could plug my little compressor. It's never easy, always something. And I got plenty of bed rails I could use to reinforce that trailer, but I don't know if you're aware, but bed rails are great for welding projects, but they're hard like hell to drill in. The trick is you have to use the bits made for drilling cement. They got that little flat thing on the end. Those are the best to get through that. Otherwise you're just going to overheat, and you got to do it really slow with plenty of oil. Now this here is kind of thin, but I did find something else. Oh, I need to put those away. I just saw they got all rusty. Alright, so here's what I found. That's how hot it is in here. Okay, I picked these up over at my welder's when I bought this 2x2 square tubing for the axle. And I picked up a pile of scrap from him for like $10 extra. Look at this plate. That's like 1/4 inch thick. That'll be real good for stuff. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this to length because it's a bit longer. I think it's like 6 or 7 inches longer than what I need. So I'll be able to cut it and weld my gussets right up to the edge. So I have extra room. So I'll have that on one side, on the bottom, and this on the other. So I'll be able to drill because I don't trust welding into that thin metal. The frame on that is about as thick as this. I think it's a bit less than 1/8. Well, this is 1/8, but that frame is thinner. And I'm worried that I'm going to just blow through it with the welder and nothing much to hang on to. So by drilling through the side and this side, see, that's going to be like this. Oops, it don't want to hold. It's going to be like this, and oops, hang on. Let me put you down for a sec. Okay, so it's going to be like this. One on either side of that beam, and drilled right through from one side to the next. Well, not that beam, but because that's my axle, but I mean the beam underneath the trailer. So that's going to drill right through there with a bolt big enough, like I'm going to make the holes bigger for what I need. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to put one on the end, one in the middle, and one at the edge over there. So I'll have like about 2 holes per piece, you know, and that way I'll be able to drill right through and hold the damn thing together. So the welding, even if I do blow through it, it ain't gonna be a problem. And this is, I believe it's 3/16. No, that's not 3/16. That's about 1/8 right there. This here is 3/16. Look how thick that is. So that's what it is, folks. Can't wait to start actually doing it, but it is so hot and I'm so tired. I'm already pooped just from getting my generator and welder out and breaking up that stupid cement and dragging everything out there. And oh yeah, I built this little table just now, put screws in that were too long, and I had to grind the heads off. See right here, that's where I had to grind, and here too. There's 2 screws on each thing, so it's done. Alright, so I'll be back with more comedy in a minute. Okay guys, I made a little boo-boo. I started to tack weld this piece here without drilling the holes first. I need to know, because I can't drill from the other side because of the floor, I'd be on an angle. So I want to have it perfect. And I think that's the right way. Let me just move you a little. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. This way, yeah, that should be good. That isn't so easy to do, not when you're sitting on stones. This old body of mine ain't used to all this crap. I don't even know if I'm getting through there. And to think, I only have 11 more holes to do. Ain't that fun? And I didn't even finish this one I just started. So I got 12 like that. My electric drill died on me. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it, but that's what happens when you buy second hand. So now I gotta work with this battery job. It's a 20 volt, but it wasn't like fresh off the charge. So I don't really know how long it's gonna last.